Hi there, my name is Lauren Wenzel. I am a Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus, and I've been with Plexus for 8.5 years. I love this business. I love this industry. I love the opportunity. I'm so grateful for it. I started for the business. Most people fall in love with the products and then they start sharing about that. I fell in love with the idea that I could make money from home, and I just wanted to explore that more. So I think this business is incredibly smart because I am somebody who tried college, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And I quit every single time because I just could not figure out my groove. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I couldn't figure out what was going to be a right fit. I couldn't figure out how I was going to make enough money after spending 2 to 4 years getting a degree. And so I just stopped because I was able to go get a job and make ends meet as it was. I think network marketing is the smartest business plan of all time because of the leverage that it gives you, being able to pour your time into other people. You get paid for your own work, but then you also get paid for the work that you are helping other people to succeed in their own goals. And that, I think, is just genius. Our compensation plan is amazing. We get paid so many different ways, and it opened doors for me that I never really thought were possible. Today, I really want to touch on the rank of Senior Ruby. This one was a pivotal one for me, and I want to share a little bit of my story with you in that way. So Senior Ruby, I was about 2 years into my business, and I was talking to everybody. I was talking to anybody. I was building a team at that point. I had a Senior Ruby underneath me. I think a couple of level 2 rubies, plenty of senior golds, so on and so forth. So we were definitely seeing growth, duplication, momentum, all of the things. And it was really, really exciting being 2 years into my business. At that point in time, for me personally, I was in a relationship and it was not healthy. It was not going in a good direction. I actually thought starting Plexus and being able to make money and bring in money from home while being a stay-at-home mom was going to be the game changer, and it just wasn't the case, unfortunately, and things just continued to get worse. 2 years into me using Plexus, I was blessed between some bonuses through a contest and my monthly commission paycheck, a mind-blowing $15,000, a little over $15,000 was deposited into my bank account, and I dropped to my knees and I cried. I couldn't even believe it because that was what it used to take me half a year to make that much money, and I had that deposited into my bank account in one fell swoop. And that was in June of 2019. It was right after I had gone Senior Ruby, and 2 weeks later, on July 1st of 2019, I was able to sign the lease on a condo to get my boys and I out of that situation, out of that environment, be able to protect our peace, be able to restart and rebuild our lives from scratch. And that's exactly what I did because of the Plexus opportunity. Obviously, that was like the main problem and issue in my life at that point. But even once I moved out, when I say it, I basically started over with a sofa and some silverware. I'm really not joking. I had a few other things like personal items, memorabilia, things of my kids and stuff. But overall, I really had to rebuild my life from scratch as a single mom. And not only was I able to get us out of that situation because of Plexus and the opportunity it provided, but I also was able to rebuild, purchase everything that I needed to start from scratch as a single mom, and I did not have to think twice about even going and getting a part-time job. That was massive. The amount of freedom and breathing room that gave me. My youngest son was only 3 or 4 at the time, and so I was able to continue staying home with him all the way up until he started kindergarten. I was able to be there for my older son after school when he got off the bus, and it just provided the opportunity for us to start fresh, but to do that together and have a really solid base for that. So I am forever grateful for the Plexus business opportunity when it came into my life, and it just changed everything for me. So if you are in a season where you are looking ahead, you know where you want to be, you know where you want to go with Plexus, don't stop talking to people. Don't stop sharing the opportunity that you have at your fingertips. Have the belief in where you're headed, not where you're at right now, and continue talking to anybody that you can, because people need these products and they absolutely need this business opportunity. You might be talking to somebody out there who is in a situation exactly like I was, and they need a way out, and this opportunity with you as the connecting person could be exactly what they need as their vehicle to get themselves in a better direction, headed towards a path of health and happiness. And I love so much that that is what our company preaches, and that is what we spread around like confetti to everybody everywhere. Thank you so much for letting me share some of my story with you, and I cannot wait for you to carve out your own journey, your own story, and your own testimony to share with others someday.